certainly President Bouchard gave an outstanding summary of all of the issues that the President, the chancellors of both university levels and the administrative staff have made over a period of time as far as attempting to address some of the issues at a time when funding has been reduced just terribly by the state. We set out a few years ago and made it very clear to the administration that we needed to improve enrollment. We can't expect for Carbondale particularly, even Edwardsville, to compete with other universities if the facilities are at an all-time, in an all-time disrepair. We're not moving to renovate and improve. We have made it very clear that to Dr. Bouchard and others that we needed to hold down tuition. We have the lowest tuition in the state. When we're losing as much as $29 million, I think, this year over a short period of time, we have to do something. We're not unsympathetic to tuition increase, so I don't want it in any way, shape, or form that is perceived, and I with respect to Trustee Laurie, that you are the keeper of tuition fees. We've all taken a hard line, but at a time when every university in the state of Illinois is having to address the fee structure and bring in revenue, and we're only talking about a small amount of revenue here. To continue to put the university system at a level so that we can be competitive, as well as recruit and retain outstanding students. These are things that we have to keep very much out front. So with that, I just wanted to get that out there, that we're all conscious of low tuition fees. We've done it, we've made it very clear, we've sent the administration back. But we have to address the ongoing expense side, as well as at the same time deal with maintenance, repairs, upgrades in order to stay competitive.
Yeah, I have a comment. Exactly a year ago, in this very room, we were presented, those new trustees were presented with a request for a tuition increase, and we really had no background at that time. Don't have a heck of a lot more now, but more than we had a year ago. And at that time, I voted for the tuition increase, but I made it absolutely clear. I made a statement in this room that I would not vote for a tuition increase again unless I was personally convinced that every cost containment measure that we could implement was enforced and enacted. And so, while I'm aware that there's efforts in these areas, I'm not convinced that we have fully done our duty, and therefore I too am going to be voting against many of these fees. I just will not put the fees on the back of the students. And the number that we have been given is that about 100 students will translate into about $1 million in revenue. And this tuition increase would give us about, as I just saw, about $3 million. So that means if we could come up with 300 students, we could get that $3 million. So I just wonder if aggressive push to increase the enrollment wouldn't accomplish the same thing. So I'm not opposed to doing what's right for this university, but I just happen to have a different view.